All right. Hey, everybody. We're tailgaters. We're back again. And it's we've gone 3 weeks already in the NFL schedule. So maybe there's surprises, maybe things we expected, maybe just some crazy things. So we're going to talk about it. But I'm Bruce with Marcus, with Daryl. We're just going to tell you some of the things we've been thinking about because you might have heard our predictions a little while ago. But one thing I want to bring up is just this Kansas City Chiefs and playing the New York Giants. They won handily, but now they're what are they now? 1-2.
1-2.
They're off to a lousy start. I'm thinking like Kansas City, if they don't quite look like as cocky or something's missing. I'm thinking like they've lost their edge. I don't know if maybe they're still burnt off because of Super Bowl disappointment, or maybe they're making too many advertisements, like a good neighbor, or maybe they just got Taylor Swift-itis. I don't know. What do you think? How do they look to you? I thought they started looking better towards the other game, but it is New York Giants.
Yeah, I think what was going on with them, as I said in the offseason, they kind of took the Jerry Jones approach, and they didn't go after any key players. They didn't
Jerry Jones approach. I like that.
Yeah, they didn't replace anyone. We know that some of their players, one of their key players is suspended. They didn't account for that, I guess. And like I tell you all the time, man. Andy Reid go through running backs. This dude don't give a damn. He would run a running back for 4 or 5 weeks and replace him, and run another one for another 5 or 6 weeks and replace him. And dude, let me tell you, man, Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, they are not getting the job done. So trust me, we're gonna see a new running back emerge from this situation.
Good point.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, but anyway, but he just don't have the weapons. What's the boy name? What that pretty boy name?
Patrick Mahomes. Pretty Ricky.
Mahomes.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him?
Yeah, Pretty Ricky.
Oh.
Pretty Ricky Mahomes. All right. Yeah, he don't have the weapons that he's used to having. Not even close. These guys are dropping passes and running the wrong routes. And
Taylor Swift's boyfriend had to drop that pass, against Philly. They might have beaten Philly.
And he's running around out there looking like he just don't care one way or the other. He's just out there.
Well, he goes out to the coach quite a bit. I've never seen a player being able to yell at the coach that much.
You talking about Kelsey?
Yeah.
Listen, he about to become a billionaire, man. At this point right now, he's just riding the contract out, man. But I agree with everything Daryl said, and that's hard for me to say because I try my best not to agree with anything that this dude ever says, right? I try not to. But it's been a slow and sloppy start. They dropped their first 2 games. It's just something's wrong. That chemistry is off. They also don't really have that offensive explosiveness, right? The passing game, they've been playing kind of the safe and steady route versus those deep and dangerous passes. I think we've seen the same thing even with Dak to an extent with the Cowboys. I think you talked about it, Daryl. They got players that are out. Worthy's injured. Rice is suspended. And so Mahomes is kind of working with like limited weapons. He doesn't have the full, breadth of weapons. And then, of course, the run game hasn't really helped out. Pacheco and Hunt, they're averaging low yardage, a carry. So this doesn't really put them like in the strongest place. And then, of course, the offensive line hasn't really been holding up. It's been a little inconsistent. And then just the confidence under pressure. I just think there's a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations, especially when, you were on the verge of becoming a team that would become a dynasty or is talked about of becoming a dynasty. And to Daryl's point, right? They didn't go out. They didn't make the right trades. They didn't make the right acquisitions. They just thought that the magic would just continue on. And you can't just, stay in that status quo mode. You got to always think about ways to improve. And you also have to have contingency plans, knowing that at any given moment, any player could go out, get hurt, and that changes the entire dynamic of the team and their trajectory for the rest of the season.
Now, along with who they played with, in the Super Bowl and a week ago, Philadelphia versus the Rams. Did you watch that game? That was crazy. I thought the Rams had that game easy. I don't know. They had like a 20 plus point lead. Looked like no way was Philadelphia coming back. But Philadelphia came back at the end. I think they won 26-33 at the end. So Philadelphia's looking like the top guy. I thought maybe the Commanders would win the division, but they're looking like the class act right now. You didn't see that game then, huh?
Oh, I watched it. I mean, I watched like the second half of that game, and to your point, right? I didn't put a lot of attention on it because when I was looking at it in the third quarter, they were down like 26-7. It's like, okay, well, the Eagles won't be flying this game, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's again, when I think about the Eagles, they almost have that same magic that the Chiefs had a few years ago. I think the magic is now.
They do.
And it's not because they're the reigning champions. They just have a very trusting team. Like, it takes a lot to be down that much in the third quarter and to come back and win the game. And they
against
won.
A good team.
Yeah, it's just they will themselves to win, right? I mean, 2 block field goals, and then that second block. I mean, man, at the end of the game, old big boy Jordan Davis, he runs 61 yards for the touchdown with time running out. I mean, it's and I love that moment, right? Because when you got those big guys, especially like on special teams, right? They think the chances of them ever scoring a touchdown is like once, possibly twice entire career, if that. And
yeah, and 61, that distance too. Wow.
61 yards. I mean, I thought somebody would have got his big ass, but they let him run it on. I mean, at that point, it was a done deal regardless, but still, they let his ass run it out.
Well, they had a convoy blocking for him too, so that was pretty cool. He definitely probably needed oxygen.
Yeah, no, that team is firing on all cylinders. I think the only thing that just is to my dismay is that they're in the NFC East, and so are our Cowboys. And
that's sad.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? Cowboys versus the Bears.
Oh God, I don't even want to go into the Cowboys, man. I mean, I saw the pregame, and I'll be quiet after this because I want to hear Daryl's perspective since he's not a Cowboys fan. But that I saw the pregame, and Dak was in the huddle, firing everybody up. And I'm like, okay, Dak, I see you bringing that pregame energy and that heat. And they get out there and it's just like the Keystone Cops, man. They were just like Albert and Costello or whatever, man. They couldn't get it together. And they didn't just lose. They got their butts whooped, right? And it was such a demoralizing, I think if there was any hope that they might have had some momentum going into this season, that just deflated the air out the ball. No pun intended, right? And then CeeDee Lamb getting hurt. I mean, that's Dak's primary. That's his primary weapon. He gets hurt, so that you take that off the table right there. And they're already under pressure, man. It's gonna be a tough season. And the fact of going into next week, right? You got Green Bay coming in, the return of Micah Parsons, and I tell you what, if they don't protect Dak Prescott and avoid turnovers, man, that can be an ugly game. I'm looking into the future, man, and I might be walking around like I might be wearing this UT gear
for the rest of the season. What do you think, Daryl? Do you watch that Cowboy game?
No, I didn't.
Will you admit
it? I prefer not to watch the Cowboy game. Thank you for asking. But man, hey, look, man, Cowboys win next week.
Oh, wow.
What?
Cowboys win next week.
Based on
they say anything about CeeDee Lamb's status? I know they might not know.
CeeDee Lamb is out for at least 3 games.
Wow.
Holy crap. I didn't even see that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been out all day.
High ankle sprain?
High ankle sprain.
Yeah, that could even take longer than 3 weeks. Wow.
Well, but look here. Here's the thing, though, man. Green Bay came out rolling, and I was like, man, these guys look good. But then they got a flat tire yesterday in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Come on, Peter.
So now look, man. Cowboys win next week. That's all I'm saying. Cowboy win.
Wow,
Mark it
that's
down.
quite
Write
a
it down.
prediction. Okay, it's
write
down
it
here.
down.
Yeah. Wait, let's go to your guy, Daryl. How's Aaron Rodgers doing up there in Pittsburgh?
Aaron Rodgers, man, he's Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, you have to monitor him every other play though, because he'll have a great play and then a not so great play. Then he'll have another great play. It's every other play. I mean, the dude he's 100 years old, man. What you want this dude to do, man? What you want him to do? So I'm not much of a Steelers fan anyway, but yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he's playing well. He is playing well. No doubt about it. But
that's good.
Yeah, still, but that's not the big. And what do y'all think is the biggest surprise of this season so far?
For me, it's the Chiefs. I'm so just surprised, man. They're just not looking like the championship caliber team. I mean, I hate to go back to them because, but when you're at the top, you got an elite quarterback, an elite, running back, one of the best tight ends in the game, and you got Taylor Swift in the box, man. You thought, everything was going to be right there.
You got everything.
Yeah, you got everything. They got star power on the field and in the box, man. They selling records and making touchdowns. I thought this was going to be their year.
Well, it's not.
What do you think, Daryl? What's your biggest surprise?
It's not over. For me, it got to be the Texans. I mean, bruh, look here. That is the worst offense that I have seen the Texans ever have.
Wow.
And that surprises me because, as we pointed out, this guy, CJ Stroud, his rookie campaign was so amazing. He's led this team to playoff wins every year that he's played. And now we open up this season and we're 0-3, but I mean, they look so bad.
Yeah.
I'm still high on this defense. I think the defense is great. I think they badass. You know what I'm saying? But but you can't stop another team from scoring if you're gonna play defense at the 50-yard line every freaking series. I mean, you need your offense to score points and move the ball and flip flop the field. So, but yeah, man, that's my biggest and most disappointing surprise of this season so far, man, is the fact that these guys cannot move the ball. And since you gave me the floor, let me go ahead and complain a little more. Dude, This offensive coordinator is boring. He's boring. Bruh, if I'm sitting on my sofa and I'm watching the game, I am not a professional football player, which means that I should not be able to watch the Texans line up and tell you what play they're about to run. That is crazy. And if I know, then surely the guys across the field knows. So, man, this offensive coordinator is boring. CJ Stroud is scared. His offensive line sucks. I mean, bro, I hate when I get like this because I just want to dismantle the whole team. Even if we have to dismantle the team and be a losing team for the next 3 or 4 seasons, that's just what it is, if you ask me. Because this is terrible. Man, it sucks.
Yeah,
maybe it goes back to what you're saying about the other team, following the Jerry Jones formula, just have a team out there, let your profits come in by the price of the team appreciating, but I don't really care if I win. We'll win, I'll win, but I'm not overpaying for people.
Yeah.
Well, the Texans can't do what Jerry Jones did. Jerry Jones is the owner of the most profitable team in the world. Or football team, NFL team in the world. I mean, Cowboy fans are Cowboy fans. Y'all gonna buy the stuff. You're gonna go to the games whether they win or not.
True.
And not only that, but you have a worldwide fan base. Houston's fan base is only half of Houston. So you're not gonna make the money, the revenue, the same type of revenue that Jerry Jones would if he just let the thing go to hell. I mean, you know what I mean? You can't. So he got to do something, man. They already talking about benching CJ. I'm a fan. Let's shake some stuff up. Bench CJ. They already got issues in Houston also about, they want a new stadium, and if they don't get a new stadium, then we're gonna move the team.
Daryl, I think he's right. The defense is holding its own. It's pretty much everything else on the offensive side that's holding those guys back. They're just underperforming big time, and everything from the offensive line, protection. They're having run game issues, coaching, penalties, turnovers. It's pretty much across the board. They got some major work they're going to have to do if they're going to turn this season around. But let's transition there, Bruce.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking, we've talked about Cleveland's a place where quarterbacks go to die. I think the Jets go to a place where wins go to die. Did you see the Jets versus the Buccaneers game? The end of the game, the Jets blocked that field goal, ran it all the way back for a touchdown. 2 minutes left. Looked like they had the game. Their coach was over there dancing on the sidelines like they'd won the Super Bowl, and then
Boom.
Baker Mayfield brought them back, and they kicked the game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Stole it from them. What do you think of that? That was kind of enjoyable.
Yeah.
Baker has heart, man. Man, that guy, he's coming out of college. I said he was a lunatic, and I like athletic lunatics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're good for the team. But yeah, man, he's got some grit, man. That guy go out there and he just ball. I mean, I can't tell you what, he ain't doing nothing fancy. He ain't, Tom Brady, Manning. He ain't doing nothing fancy like they was out there doing. I mean, dude just out there balling it out. That's just all it is. And of course, he got my boy Mike Evans out there. So, if it wasn't for Mike Evans, they probably would lose.
And I enjoyed his advertisements. Remember when he was with Cleveland, he would have those advertisements to protect his house. And one time he got he got a commercial. I forgot who was advertising for. One time he was leaving his wife because he left it. He slept at the stadium. So him and his wife were leaving. His wife says, "Oh, I forgot something." So he had to run back in the stadium, go through security, and get his stuff. But one I really enjoyed a lot. Someone delivered a package to him. It was these crazy rock and roll shoes for Alice Cooper. So he goes over to the Hall of Fame, knocks on the door. Alice Cooper opens the door. "Baker, what's up?" He says, "Well, I think this got delivered to me in these wild Alice Cooper boots." And Alice Cooper, "Oh man, thanks. You sure they're not yours?" And Baker Mayfield's like, "Hey, mine."
Yeah. That's when he was in Cleveland, right? Yeah, that's when he was in Cleveland.
Yeah, it was in Cleveland. Yeah, I guess the stadium was right next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So that's where Alice Cooper sleeps, I guess.
Yeah, Progressive Insurance.
Was that what it was? Okay, Progressive Insurance. I enjoy those. That's probably the main reason I knew who Baker Mayfield was because the commercials more than watching Cleveland.
I know, right?
What else? Any others?
No, that was an interesting game. I mean, you talk about a big momentum swing back and forth, right? The block field.
Yeah.
And they're all celebrating like they just won the Super Bowl, man. They were just like, "We got this," and then 2 minutes left. It just shows you anything.
Give a good quarterback 2 minutes, and they can do it.
Yeah, the fourth quarter, man. That's the quarter of magic, especially those last 2 minutes.
Well, what do you think about the Cowboys? Well, if they win the Green Bay, like you said, they got a shot again, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. I wrote it down, Daryl. Next time we talk, we'll see. I'll brag that we were right.
Yeah, if they win against Green Bay, I'm taking Dallas to Vegas with me. We got a blackjack take your name on it, man, because you must be predicting the future, or you got a magic 8 ball or something. You seeing something we ain't seeing here. Yeah, you got that.
Somehow I accidentally got I got into this fantasy football league with a bunch of people in my family. Somehow I accidentally must have pushed a button and got in another league because I'm in first place in the other league. The other people are probably like, "Who is this Bruce guy?"
No,
I don't know who anyone else is, but I'm winning, so that's the one I'm going to brag about.
Yeah, stay in it, man. Get paid.
Yeah. You guys, if you have any surprises, what do you think about the NFL season so far this year? I mean, there's been surprises, little disappointments. What about your team? Are you doing great, like the Cowboys or Houston or whatever? Anyway, let us know down in the comments. Like and share this, please. And we'll talk to you next time. See you later.
Peace.